What's up guys, Kurame and welcome back to Death Stranding. So, from the last episode we were able to deliver some orders all the way into the mountainous area. To be more precise, we were able to go to start at the pathologist section, paleontologist rather, not the pathologist, paleontologist. Took some things over here, then proceeded up to the Evo biologist, and then now we're back at the Hartman's lab. So let's go see him and see what he has in store for us.
Thank you, Sam. In reclaiming our past, we've uncovered a number of vital clues. Don't worry, I just got back. We have time. When you met with Mama, you experienced a strong antigen-antibody reaction, correct?
There was a BT in the room.
There was, but something else may have been causing it. I've discovered large quantities of chiral matter in Mama as well. Not just the usual kind that collects on our skin or on our suits. It's in all her cells. Cells that are no longer active. The BT you encountered there was special. It was her child, but also her own soul. Somehow, her car and half failed to separate. They must have remained connected through the umbilical cord. It's the only explanation.
Is that why I didn't get a bruise where she touched me?
Yes, and there's more.
10 seconds to cardiac arrest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I modified the log times. Headquarters will have no record of what we say. Look, a message from Dead Man. It came with the umbilical cord.
Sam, I'm sorry. You deserve to know what you were carrying. But I couldn't risk Die Hardman finding out about the case. So I had no choice but to keep it off the books. You've got to keep this between us. We still don't know if the director can be trusted. The umbilical cord was taken from Bridget Strand. I removed it in secret. The cord wasn't attached to a fetus. It was outside her body. She asked me to take care of it. Said it was the key to unlocking the Death Stranding. But she insisted that I never tell the director. The cord shows no sign of decomposition or necrotization. Almost as if it's frozen in time. I thought Hartman might be able to make sense of it. So I had it hidden with your cargo at Mountain Knot City.
Deadman's observations were accurate. It's just like Mama's corpse.
What do you mean?
I mean, they share a very unique property. Both contain large amounts of chiralium in their cells. In other words, the President's cord was somehow connected to the beach, and that allowed it to escape the flow of time. I've put together the bones of a theory. It's patchy, but worth sharing, I think. Life on Earth has been rocked by many extinctions, great and small, including the Big Five. And if you examine the Earth's strata, its history, if you will, you'll find chiralium deposits that can be dated to each. What if the manifestation of beaches and other associated phenomena correspond to extinction-level events?
You mean?
Yes. Our Death Stranding could just be the latest of many. The records and research you helped us to recover strongly suggest that we are in the middle of the 6th extinction.
6th extinction? Come on.
You know what this is, yes?
A frozen mammoth from 10,000 years ago.
Correct. And this?
The Iceman from 5,300 years ago.
They both had the same umbilical cords.
Bullshit.
Humor me. What if the mammoth and the Iceman weren't frozen?
You're saying time stopped for them just like it did for Mama?
Unfortunately, all these specimens were lost in the Death Stranding, so there's no way to examine the genuine articles, but some fragments of data did survive. With the aid of the Chiral Network, we may be able to piece together something more concrete using Evo-Devo tech. All right, how's this? A dinosaur from 65.5 million years ago. Umbilical cord, not decomposed.
Only mammals have umbilical cords.
No, only mammals have umbilical cords used for childbirth. This is something else. Call it a strand from the other side. I propose that mammalian umbilici are a sort of mimesis of the strand that then evolved over time. We shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life. Trilobites, ammonites, dinosaurs, the mammoth, the Iceman, all preserved as if frozen in time, all without exception, found with strands, which is to say that all may have been connected to the beach. And this, when viewed in the context of the extinction entity, EE theory, leads me to surmise that organisms with strands are in fact extinction entities. You see, Sam, EEs are connected to the beach via their strands, and it is through this connection that they somehow bring about a Death Stranding.
So you're saying Bridget was an extinction entity?
It's far too soon to say anything for certain, and since you burned her body, we may never know.
Higgs said Amelie's an EE, that she doesn't have dooms like the rest of us.
Sam, think. Assume that President Strand was an EE. Isn't it possible that her daughter is too? At the very least, Higgs may hope as much now that the president is unavailable.
So he kidnaps her for EE powers or whatever to cause a mass extinction.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I doubt a single EE is powerful enough to cause a Death Stranding, assuming Amelie is an EE.
Well, Higgs sure thinks she's got what it takes.
Indeed. And we need to get her back as soon as possible.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Ah, this one is real. Sam, go west.
How do you want me to handle Die Hardman?
With your customary reserve. Nothing good will come of him learning of our suspicions. Whatever else is going on, we still need the Chiral Network.
Right.
Activating lab security measures. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, very interesting lore there. So, what I've been able to gather or understand is something that Hartman is, not telling us about the Death Stranding. And what I've realized is there has been a couple of extinctions from the time of the dinosaurs to, mammoths and, the Iceman cave people. They all died from the Death Stranding. So there was kind of a level of extinction that's been happening a couple of times. So we're in the middle of one. And if we do not, if we're not able to save Amelie, who she's an EE, and I think an EE is something of a connection to the extinction. if they're not well preserved, of course, the extinction will get to happen. I don't know if I'm making sense by explaining that way, but something of the sort of is going, you know.
When you're ready, proceed to the shore of the tar belt and begin work on the chiral relay. Once it's ready, use the Cupid to bring it online. The necessary materials are prepped for you. Supplies are limited, so handle them with care. You'll be carrying a lot, too. All things considered, this might be one of your hardest runs to date. Hartman knows more about the site than I do, so he'll take it from here. It's about time for his wake-up call anyway.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Right. About that way station. The site we have chosen was an original candidate for the way station we lost to the tar belt. Ironically, we suspended construction because we deemed it a little too unstable and not worth the risk. But this time, it's our best shot. So let's hope we weren't right to change horses in midstream. Fortunately for us, the foundation we laid down is still intact. All you have to do is transport the necessary materials to the site and finish the job. I'm afraid it's the only way we can expand the network further west and rescue Harmony. We're counting on you, Sam.
Anyway, before I was kind of interrupted, a couple of things we need to do and make sure we've been able to do. But I hear that this is one of the longest trip we're going to make. So that means we need to, you know, take a break. Let me go rest up on the... Is that nearest... Let me see if there is a safe house you can use. Yeah, let's go to the safe house, shower, rest, and then be able to prepare for that long journey that we're going to have. I don't think if we'll be able to do it on this episode itself. Let me pin where it's not too far, still on the way. Oh, there it is.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Your work is greatly appreciated.
All right. So let's take a shower. Make sure we're ready for the journey. Then let's check our equipment rock and everything else. Change color scheme. I can only change for the sunglasses. Oh. Not the entire suit. Interesting. Alright. I don't know what we can do with the weapon rack, but I don't think there's anything else. Oh, we can only learn about the weapons. Ah, interesting. Anyway, let's just head out. We're fine for now. We're ready to proceed on. But let me check the mails. Sorry, let me check the mails so that we make sure we have everything that is needed. Oh, it's only one. So the Chiral Network connects people past and present. How are you, Sam? In good health and good spirits, I hope. I have to say the Chiral Network is quite impressive. Ever since you hooked the shelter up, my life has become much more exciting. I've been able to procure all sorts of goods that I've never seen before, and I've noticed quite a number of new structures going up nearby as well. I should also mention that I managed to unearth some old research data that may offer some insight into some of the more unusual phenomena you might have experienced firsthand. I'm sure you have a vivid recollection of your main experiences in the sim, but it turns out that the person wandering around it that you may have identified as yourself may not be you at all, but someone else entirely. You see, while everyone's speech belong to them and them alone, the same is an altogether different beast. I've read about people who had near-death experiences that involved the same. When they came across this someone else there, they found packages are somehow saved by them in the real world. They'd even received care packages and the like in some instances. Remarkable, you'd agree. You might even say that the Chiral Network bridged the gap between this world and that in more ways than we realized. Now, I still don't know who is someone else actually is. The fact that they're in the same, though, will suggest that it's someone who's died, wouldn't it? Someone from the past? So in essence, the past is intervening to keep the present alive. It's comforting to think that it's not just BTs and other scary stuff that comes over from the other side. Maybe the Chiral Network can help us reconnect with more benevolent beings and positive forces from the past as well. If I may, Sam, I do not suppose you could keep an eye out for this mysterious someone from the past the next time you visit the sim, could you? I think I understand what she means. There's some specific can I say a version of myself that usually pop up whenever I fight BTs. So those are the sims that we're speaking about. Anyway, we can leave the private room for now, and then I think we just make sure we have everything fabricated.
Our little secret. I got my hands on something special. Bata mon traché concru. I might later test them when you're older. A toast to Lisa. And to you. Not bad.
I keep getting interrupted. So make sure we have everything fabricated, have all the goods in new and top-notch condition. I don't want to end up, having equipment with low, can I call them integrity? And they may end up falling while they're not working when I'm in the journey and there's a lot of time for.
Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Keep on keeping on.
So, fabricate. But before that, let's check on. Let's put some on the private locker. So what we're going to put is we may need a thermal pad, but it's damaged, so there's no point. So I'll have to recycle that. You're fine. Not really fine. Put you in the private locker. You're fine. Recycle. I'll have to recycle most of these things. Also you to recycle you. Goggles as well, and the boots of course I need to recycle because I need ones. It's only you that can keep on the private locker for now. Alright, we have everything picked. So let's fabricate now. So we do need 2 of you, at least a PCC. I think we have a ladder with us, so we need a boot, all-terrain skeleton, paw gloves, thermal pad. I don't think I need a mask for now. Armor plate I don't think I do need. We need to have 1 gun of each, so we'll have a bullet gun, anti-BT handgun. I think we have a hermetic grenade with us, and also we do need an assault rifle level 3, and I think that should be fine. There's no need of an lethal weapon since we have a bullet gun. Yeah, so that's quite a lot we're fabricating. Solo doll, auto range. We have you equipped. We have you equipped. We have you equipped as well. You need. And why did I craft 2 of this? Only need 1. Put you on. So that should be fine. Yeah. So got to arrange everything well. And I think we're fine. Let's be on our way. I don't know if I'm carrying extra things. So let's take an order. Let's see how the cargo we're carrying, how much heavy it is. Let me make sure the bottles is enriched to an order. So we'll do the first one, which is delivery of authentic coffee making kit to the roboticist. So select and accept order.
Thank you for your contribution.
So repair chiral relay. We're repairing a chiral relay. So deliver all 5 containers of the relay repair unit to the chiral relay. Oh, this seems like chunky things, man. This one involves a lot of cargo. Completing it on foot may prove difficult. Use of a floating carrier or vehicle is recommended. Accept order regardless, yes. I might need to use a vehicle. I might really need to use a vehicle for this one. I don't know if I'm comfortable with a floating carrier, to be honest, so... Oh boy.
Order assigned.
For the vehicle, what do we do for the vehicle? Let me see. Can I fabricate a bike? Or a truck? Especially a bike should be good. No, we can't, so we can only have floating carrier. So let me have 3 of this. Should be enough. Offload, of course, for now. Then, how do we do this? We have you. Hold on to carrier. Oh, okay. So I put this. Hold on to carrier level 1. You on 1 as well. We have 2 of each. 2. Then you to other one 3. Actually, let me put you to 1. Now, so touch carrier, pink carrier, and will they follow me now? Real awesome. Let me see where we're going. Let me plot the route. So all the way from here. Actually, the route is already plotted for us. So I'll try to make a very detailed route that involves not going through a mountainous area. It seems like a slow. We'll see. Try to see how to navigate through here. That's rather a very long journey. We'll see. We'll just have to see how to navigate through this terrain. Well, let's start up. In our way.
Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Weapons restrictions lifted.
You know, if you've got a floating carrier but no cargo worth mentioning, you might try hopping on it yourself.
This looks like the way to go.
So it's a beachy area, so we need to be extra careful here.
I feel that.
Alright, the coast looks clear, so I think we're going to wrap up here and then proceed on, because of time, proceed on the journey on the next episode. We'll try to push and finish on the next episode. Might look really far, but if we just take one step at a time, we should be okay. So anyway, thanks guys for watching, and catch you next episode. Bye bye.